Hi there, how you doing? Wow, welcome to another episode of What's on Your Mind. The program is produced in this series, 17-week. Let me say thank you, and provides wonderful food for any occasion. So you need to check them out. Yeah, I'm also expecting a guest. Like to you, the guys, this is a live stream. It's one take. There's no take one. There's no take two. There's no take three. Yeah, it's one take. You see me here live. So if you see a little bit of issues, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people do this. So this is what we do. Yeah. Let me say thank you. And as you know, I always start the program by looking at a few things that's been happening around the world, yeah. And Colombia called on Haiti to guarantee legal rights and medical rights for 18 Colombians that's been held, detained in Haiti. It is alleged they are involved in the assassination of Joven Morales. And there's no answer to that situation as yet. You know what I mean? There's nothing's coming out. Nobody seems to know who's behind it. You know what I mean? But I say, you know, that Colombia's asked for guarantee rights, for medical assistance and, you know, legal rights. Haiti can't even afford this for their own people. Yeah. I need to move on. I need to move on, yeah. Africa. Mali is protesting against colonial power France because they want France to leave the country. France been having its colonial powers there for such a long time. So this week they've had a lot of protests asking France to leave the country. I don't know if it's going to happen, you know what I mean, but it's one of those things. You can't carry on ruling a country that doesn't belong to you forever. You know what I mean? Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. Let me move on. Let me come closer home to something that happens in Birmingham 10 years ago. It's to do with a riot that took place in Birmingham. And on 9th of August 2011, there was a riot in Birmingham. And one mother has said she's still seeking justice for two of her sons, which is Shanaz Ali and Abdul. And also a 19-year-old young man, Haroon Jahan, that was hit by a speeding car. And Mrs. Begums has said up until this day, she has had no justice. Nobody has been charged or arrested over such a crime. And it must be terrible for a lady, you know what I mean, to lose two of her son. And she's in her later years, as you can see. You know what I mean, she's not a young person anymore. She's in her, you know, the late years. And still, she hasn't had any justice after that riot. We hope one day, you know, some things will be sorted out. Yeah. Jamaica. Move on to Jamaica. Now, I quite like this story actually because over 150,000 Jamaican to benefit from a 5-year digital skill program is being undertaken by the Minister of Education and Microsoft. The partnership was signed on the 27th of July 2021 and it is set to benefit 31,000 people each year. And they've got a deal which they've signed for up until 2026. So that's bringing new skills into those who needed it. And I tell you, I really like that story, to see something fantastic like that and something positive happening, yeah? Big shout out to you, Jamaica. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the program. And this is a live stream. You can actually share it right now, yeah? So let me say thank you. Dr. Khan has slammed the government's job bribe. Yes. This is in the UK. He said young people should just do the right thing and take the vaccine instead of being offered vouchers and food and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. He has criticized Boris Johnson government. And the trouble about this, if you start subsidizing, somebody has to pay for it. Is the taxpayer going to pay for it? Don't know. Is the NHS going to pay for it? That is another thing. And nobody's got any money. So, I say to that one, I strictly say to that one, you know what I mean? Yo people, do the right thing and stop waiting for food before you take the vaccine. I know. And I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can also share the program right now because we're live, yeah? Send it out to your friends, you know what I mean? And let them have a laugh. Because as me talking to you as well, we do have a laugh, yeah? And let me move on to sports, man. Sports. Team GB is doing very, very well at the Olympics. Let me have a look at the medals table. Team GB has, gained a total of 48 medals. Also, China has gained 70 medals. The US has 79, yeah? But I must say, Jamaica, wow. The Jamaican women clean up the 100 meters, clean sweep. And it was so fantastic to see what they did. And the winner, actually, Elaine Thompson-Hera, smashed the record once again. Let's have a look if we can have a look at this, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can see it. Yeah? We'll have a look if we can possibly see what is going on in this race. Fantastic!
Elaine Thompson-Hera and the two of them already pulling away. Sharika Jackson trying to get back there as well. Elaine Thompson-Hera.
Shanika Jackson came third. That is fantastic. I absolutely love that. However, after that bit of celebration, I must say, it seems very ironic that no Jamaican qualified in the final of the 100 meters. Because Jamaica, when Johan Blake didn't qualify, and I think the Italian Lemmat Jacob won the race, followed by Keeley of America. He won the silver. And Andrew DeGrasse raced for such a long time. And it was such a shame not seeing him there. I know he has to retire. And as I said before, when you see that race, because I can't remember a time when Jamaica hasn't got into the 100 meters men final. I can't remember a time when they haven't been there. You know what I mean? From the great Don Quarry right down through the ages. I can't remember a time when they haven't been in the final. So that was a bit of, that was a bit of a change. And the British athlete, Hughes. Now Hughes Hughes has his chance. Fantastic chance he has. He could have probably won that race. But he was disqualified for a false start. It's not funny. But you can't go to the Olympics and have a false start. I remember some years ago, they used to actually give you 2 chances. Now they only give you 1. So that was a little bit of disappointment, yeah. But as I say, I gotta give the ladies, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what I love about the ladies, man. They had speed, they had class, and they had grace. Fantastic. Big shout out to you ladies, fantastic. Moving on, the Hungarian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton. Now this was a strange race because there was a crash at the start of the race, yeah, and all the other drivers went in off the track and they changed their tires. So they never start back from the grid again. They start from the pits. Now Lewis Hamilton was the only person to start from the grid, and then what happened? Yeah, and then he went in to change his tire. So Mercedes may have miscalculated there. So he went in to change his tire. When he came back out again, he was in last position. But you know, Sir Lewis, isn't he? He's what you call a driver. Driver, don't stop at all. So he came back on the track and he did a fantastic race. He came 3rd and finished on the podium. He is now leading the Drivers' Championship once again. So we say big shout out to Sir Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, I like that one as well. Entertainment, yes. The Jamaican festival song competition has taken place. And the winner is Statius. Statius is a reggae artist. She's also a dancehall artist, but she's nailed it, you know what I mean? Which is absolutely fantastic. And she received a prize of $3 million as well as the trophy. And the name of the song is called Jamaican Spirit. Love. I've heard the tune and I do like it. There's been some people, some people always moan about something, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't, you know what I mean? But she actually nailed it, so we say big congratulations. And the contest has been going since 1966. And it was first win by, this first song was Bam Bam, Water Bam Bam by the Maytals. Before it became Toots and the Maytals, it was actually won by, they call themselves the Maytals at that particular time. And I say it was 1966. And that I always remember, 1966 was when England win the Football World Cup. I know this got nothing to do with it, but it comes into my head. Yeah. So as I said, 1966 was when England win the Football World Cup. And yeah, we say, and England had a really good chance to win again this time, but, it never happened. So, 66 will always be that year that's still going around and going around. And it's been going on for so long. Okay. And also, on the 6th of August, Jamaican celebrates 59 years of independence. Jamaica was made independent in 1962. And we say happy independence, Jamaica, Jamaica, happy independence, wherever you are. And there has been quite a few people has actually fought for that. It's probably started way back with the Morant Bay Rebellion, you know what I mean? So that was always coming into the focus. And then later on, what you call in modern times, you had people such as Marcus Garvey, as well as Sir Alexander Bustamante and Norman Manley, who actually fought for that independence as well as the people, you know what I mean? So, fantastic. And even though Marcus Garvey, Sir Alexander Bustamante, and Norman Manley had their differences, Norman Manley actually drew up some of the documents that help to gain that country's independence. And Sir Alexander Bustamante, during the independence, became the first Prime Minister of Jamaica. Yeah? So we say, happy independence once again, Jamaica. Jamaica homes and abroad. Thank you. So, it's that time, isn't it? Is that? I tell you, it's very hot in the studio today. It's that time, isn't it? Wow. What can I say? The only thing I can say is rocket. Rocket. Now we got three men who seems to be in the rocket business, or they don't want to live on our planet anymore.
Thinking to yourself,
so we have Elon Musk. We also have Jeff Bezos and Sir Richard Branson. Now, these men are doing rockets into space, and Richard Branson spent $841 million for Virgin Galactica to go into space. Also, Elon Musk has put down a deposit on the Galactica for £10,000 deposit. Now, the man who is at the top with Amazon, you know the Amazon man, Bezos has spent $5.5 billion to put a space rocket in space, and he had to travel on it for 4 minutes. That is a lot of money. Maximum lot of money. So let me first say this. I don't have any problems with rich people enjoying themselves because they're rich and that's what they do. But I sometimes wonder, could this money be better spent? And these guys are rich, and let me also defend these guys. While I'm ranting, let me also defend these guys, because I know they do good work and they've got various charities that they help all across the world. So there's nothing wrong with that.
2, 1.
But I sometimes wonder with these rockets. Yeah. Wonder what those rockets. Is it an ego trip? Or what it is? Or is it because you're so rich that you can afford it? Wouldn't your money be better spent? Let me give you an example. Build a city. You guys could afford to build a city. You can afford to build a city that helps the underprivileged wherever you want in the world, because you've got clout. Yeah, you've got clout. You've got what you call sometimes money, even though we say money is not, you know what I mean? You've got clout and you got money. So wouldn't that be better just building a city somewhere and helping the people who lives on this planet? Also, them rockets, in time, we talk about looking at the atmosphere or looking after the atmosphere. But isn't the atmosphere being damaged by those rockets that's going up all the time? You know what I mean? I mean, we unearthed it. There's spots in Birmingham that we unearthed and we talk about, and we can't drive into the city because of certain cars can't drive into the city because they talk about clean air. You know, but what those rockets are doing and they're producing bad air. You see what I'm saying? And it's so. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's an ego trip or it's because I've got money that can do this. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. And I know these guys do very, very good work, and I'm not taking that away from it. But I just think they could do some more with all that dough. You know what I mean? Helping the poor. You know what I mean? I know there's, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, they've got so much money on this planet anyway. A lot of people's got so much money on the planet. they could actually help the poor, and the poor could do a lot better. You understand? They could create jobs. We could end poverty. We could end poverty. You know what I mean? With all that sort of money and that sort of wealth, we could end poverty. And also, some of those money that you see these guys got, they're gonna say they're investors. But we are the little people who actually buy from these guys. We are buy from these guys, and they take our money. I know we need the product, yeah? And they take our money, and we buy from them, and they go into do what they want to do it. They go, oh, we're investors. We are investors. We're investors. But you have to buy from them before they can take your money and invest it, isn't it? So really, at the end of the day, and even though we say need the product, it is our money. Yes. And they're going to invest it somewhere else. Just like the bank. That was just like how you put your money in the bank and the bank go and invest your money somewhere else. So those are the sort of thing that sort of, you know what I mean, gets something, gets you a little rattle at the time. And I said I'm not in the business of criticizing rich people because, you know what I mean, are stopping them from enjoying themselves. It's just, you could look at it another way. And like I said to you guys, anyway, if you got any money, you can also come and make a donation to this program. breakthroughtv@gmail.com. Yeah. And then we can also help to improve, you know what I mean? And don't forget, you can give us a call on 07872 443 765. Yeah. And you can also check out the Reggae Jam Jam Jerk Center. Yeah, thank you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. And Breakthrough will cater for your funerals and your parties and your DJs. Whatever function you have going, you can get in touch, you know what I mean? And we also sponsors, yeah? On New Star Radio Live, yeah? Thank you. And New Star Radio 98.7 FM, yeah? I want to say, on the ACMC, let me say thanks to all our sponsors. And as I say before, you can stream this program right now because the program is live. And it says, there's no take on this, it's just one take that you see here coming through, yeah? Thank you. And, you know what? There's another little thing I want to say, slightly. Because what I find is, don't touch it. Yeah? Don't touch it. Have you ever gone into a museum and they say, don't touch it? Yeah? Have you? All this art and all this and all this gold and all these artifacts and ornaments they've got in this museum. And they say, don't touch it. The trouble about that is, a lot of these artifacts come from another person's country. And they put it in all these museums across the world. And then they tell you not to touch it. When they come to your country and you tell them not to touch it, them still touch it. You got my points. Do you get my drift? So, they come to your country and they take it and they touch it and then they come and put it in their library or their archives or their museum and they tell you not to touch it. You know? And they will go to all these countries and dig out what I call dig out. I'm not to say dig out. Dig out all their treasures and they put it around museum across the world. And then they come and tell you, don't touch it. And people has lost their lives for that as well. And they still come and tell you, don't touch it. Well, why was you in the other person's country literally taking all these artifacts? Why did you touch it? Why did you touch it? Yeah. I'm hoping to speak to my guests very soon. And, you know, as I say, it's, as I say, I can't understand why they go to all these different countries and take their treasures and then they come and put it in their museum and their libraries and their, you know, on display. And then you see it in a glass and they do this and they do that. And then they say, don't touch it. Well, why did you go to other people's country and touch it in the first place? Right? Why? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. As I say, I'm hoping to speak to my guests very, very soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as I said, the program is produced by Breakthrough TV at gmail.com. And you can get in touch with Breakthrough TV at www.gmail.com. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Hi. So, I'm still waiting for my guest, and I think he has
okay.
arrived. Good afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir.
I can see you. Can you see me?
I can see you clearly as day, man.
I could do it seeing you a little bit more clearer. Where's your lights?
Hey, you can't see my lights.
I can't
I've
see
got
your
my lights.
I can't see your lights. I hope you're not hiding, are you?
Or maybe I'm too dark.
Yeah. But I hope you're not hiding. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, sir. Brother Mighty, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Brilliant.
You're doing absolutely brilliant. You've been enjoying the show so far?
Well, I was trying to get in actually, and I couldn't get in, but I heard a little bit of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you once again for joining us and what's on your mind. And I must say to you, congratulations, because the last time we talked to you, I mean, it was a live stream. It's a live stream now. The last time we talked to you, we've had a lot of people that says it was good that you came on the program, and they relate to a lot of the good vibes that you were sending out, a lot of the messages that you were sending out, yeah?
Okay.
And this is why we actually invited you back to to spread some of that.
All right. I'm glad for that.
To spread some of that good vibes and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. So let me say thank you once again, sir. Thank you. So let me ask you then, what have you got on your mind this week?
What have I got on my mind this week is
what I got on your mind, yeah.
What kind of world we are going to face in a few years' time.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because everything is changing, and nothing that we first saw in 2019 is going to be seen again.
Okay.
Everything is going to change.
Yeah.
So what kind of world we are going to be living in a few years from now?
That is like a $64 billion question, isn't it?
Well, actually, it's not.
Have you that? Thank you. I'm going to say, have you got an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got an answer, and the answer is Jesus made a statement.
Yeah.
And he says, so shall it be in the days of Noah, so shall it be the coming of the Son of God.
Okay.
Now, in the days of Noah,
yeah.
men was doing many things like DNA splitting.
Yeah.
They had some technology that was way, way, way superior than now.
Okay.
They had flying cars, they had mobile phones that we have, but they had different technology that we
okay.
Don't even have now.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that,
yeah.
If you read the book of Enoch,
okay,
right, in the book of Enoch,
yeah.
It talks about the 200 angels that came down on Mount Aaron.
Yeah, Mount Aaron, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I am aware of that.
And yes.
Yes.
And these 200 angels,
yeah,
right, they gave men technology that is superior.
okay.
And they learn them about war, and they learn about different things. you know, like medicine and things like that, cutting of roots.
Yeah.
And then what the angels started to sleep with man, you know, women.
Okay.
And then, as you heard before, they become giants. And but the spirits of these angels are still alive,
Okay.
even now, and they are giving men technology right now.
Okay.
And so the world has changed from 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to see some things that we are going to be so shocked. And I'm wondering how we're going to cope,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's going to be so weird.
Devastating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be scary. And especially right, man is going to start to deny God and not acknowledge him
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And I would love to know how the world is going to be then.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, do you think we can help this as like teach by teaching? Or teaching youngsters, or let's say youngsters, because we're older men now, yeah, we're big men. You think we can help this
Mm.
by teaching the youngsters or whatever? Because they're the future, aren't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, because Noah,
yeah.
um, right, in the Apocrypha,
Mm,
right, Noah, right, was a albino,
okay.
albino.
Mm,
His hair, right, was like wool. He had woolly hair.
mm.
And his parents learned him about God, who
Okay.
God is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And if we can do the same thing,
yeah.
learn our children
Mm.
about the word of God.